Ow! Bow! Ciao! Wow! Yeah. Hi, YouTube. I don't think it's been really long since we've talked, but a lot has happened. And I'm talking everything from a failed military coup in Russia to a little bit of good news with Voyager, being able to get some cash back from Voyager. The list goes on. Those are some of the bigger highlights I didn't think I'd be talking about, but there you are. So I did want to touch on, first and foremost, I probably won't be making any videos before. So beforehand, happy 4th of July. I will be enjoying myself near some fireworks for the 4th of July, and I hope you find the time to do the same. It's important to absorb some of the finer things in life. If you happen to be stateside, if you're not stateside, you don't know what the 4th of July is, but that's our Independence Day. If you're not stateside and you're watching this, welcome to the channel. I don't know how you found me, but this is the Incredible Crypto Corgi channel. Like, subscribe, leave me some comments and feedback so I know what the heck to talk about. Because even with this heavy news environment, I haven't been putting out too much content because of the bear market. I know. Excuses. I say the same thing every time. But, well, let's talk about some stuff. So that failed military coup in Russia could have affected the markets. And it really didn't seem to do much because it puffed out immediately. People barely talked about it beyond like a day or two. So that was very interesting. Bigger news now is the FedNow payment system being activated soon. That's basically a CBDC, the start to complete monetary control. People are terrified of. There's Crypto.com news. I am still a fan of Crypto.com. They're celebrating 7 years as a business, which is amazing. You know, once they get to that 10-year milestone, they've reached that Lindy effect of stability. I think they'll make it. I hope they'll make it. You know, again, I've had my ups and downs with Crypto.com, but I do like the platform. I'm hoping to upgrade to an Obsidian Black at some point. And they put a little video out on YouTube. It's kind of a feel-good video to watch if you're a fan of Crypto.com. So go give it a look. I would link it to my video here. And I don't want to just artificially make the video longer and say, hey, let's sit back and watch this thing that this platform put out, so I can make the video longer for views that some other channels do, because it's just boring. And if you want to go watch it. So speaking of Crypto.com, their game also, official launch date, August 30th. So we have an answer. Yes, they're keeping to the timeline. They're keeping to the roadmap. Pushing the game out. That's a good thing. I hope it's going to be a game that is well developed and thoughtfully constructed and will live up to the hype. Because as I've said before, I'm not holding my breath. It might be a sell the news, sell the rumor, buy the news. Wait, no, buy the rumor, sell the news. Yeah. So, you know, we'll see. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. Do your own due diligence, you know. So I'm just spitting my stupid ideas out there, in case anyone wants to tell me what their ideas are. So yeah, I'm excited to see the game launch. I have, you know, Lions myself, Cubs, land, backpacks, you name it. I've stupidly collected it. Oh, not stupidly. I enjoy it, so it's not stupid if you enjoy it, right? Beyond that, still cranking away with crankk. They're talking. I just saw some news today talking about maybe running a second open beta. So look forward to maybe getting some more participants into the network. I have some other helium miners I could onboard if I wanted to. Because I've got some crankk from the mining. So maybe the crankk token will see a little bit of a boost in price relative to Kadena. Now, if they do another open beta, people will need crankk to stake into their devices. Yeah, so we'll see. More news. coming out with the hivemapper project. I've been mapping pretty regularly still. Still kind of just chugging along. I've taken a much less active, more passive role. Maybe like they wanted initially. People don't go out of the way to, make mapping a job. But I've said this before, but I find it being a bigger issue every day. Is that just the Explorer is just never up to date, and so you just never know what road you're going down. Being what freshness. So it's I know they have a lot of important things, possibly more important things to work on. But to completely ignore that aspect of the project feels like dropping the ball a little bit on the community, because that's what the community relies on for the information on how are they getting rewarded optimally. It's I think it'll probably hopefully be fixed soon, so it gets more up to date. I'm noticing it's slowly catch up, and I mean slowly, to the point where I think maybe it's only 2 weeks behind now. It's hard for me to tell because I do drive a lot, so some of the roads it's just really kind of a jumble. But yeah, if you're looking at something 2 weeks old and your rewards could be 0 on something you think you're getting full rewards on, yeah, you can really wake up to a real surprise Wednesday when they distribute the rewards. That being said, the Honey token is maintaining a pretty stable price right now. I've had my thoughts on that, like I said in the past. I think it's kind of being artificially propped up because of some investors in the space trying to keep the sell pressure at bay. I mean, realistically, at this point, there's no use for the token. It's all just people get it and then they sell it, and every Wednesday, like a clock. So it didn't really take too huge of a dumper, and I'm kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop at some point. I'm not sure how long this can be sustained. I might be wrong. Well, I'd like to see. I don't know. We'll see. The markets are bouncing, so a lot of a rising tide lifts all boats. Maybe that will save them. Maybe some people will decide they want to hang on to it during what they perceive could be another bull run, and the sell pressure might be diminished if they think they can just sell it later for more. I don't know. We'll see. That's something I'm not doing. So, but I think that's everything I wanted to touch on. There might be some other things, like just do a little peruse of searching my files. Yeah, no, like and subscribe, and happy holidays, or just happy 1st of the month. Nope, I just thought of it. One more thing before I close the camera out. I did mention in the opening, but Voyager. If you were stuck on that like me, I was one of the my strategy was to diversify my risk, and so I had a little bit of holdings in basically everything. I had holdings in Blockfi, I had holdings in Voyager, I had holdings in Gemini, I had holdings in Celsius, and diversifying that risk worked just beautifully for me, because instead of losing everything in one exchange, I lost everything in all of my exchanges. So yeah, but Voyager looks like I don't know, they did something that a lot of the other ones haven't. So I think the percentage is like 30%, 33% of what you had in there you got back. They're saying there's going to be more later. Always doubtful, but it is good to get something back. So yeah, I think I've gotten about 33% back of what I had in there. I'm going to keep my eye on it, see if I can get back more. If you were in Voyager, I highly suggest you look into getting your withdrawal started, because I think they did mention there's a 30-day window, which has already started as of a couple days ago. So definitely time sensitive for Voyager. I do believe Blockfi actually did do a distribution as well, but it may have only been on the custody accounts and not the interest accounts. I can't remember about that one. Still waiting about Gemini. I think they said they want to, and I don't know. Their stuff might be all tied up with what is it, DCG, or what, the parent company of the Bitcoin ETF. And Celsius, who knows what we'll ever see. Celsius seems like they're working some stuff out too. It's just such a big back and forth. I mean, Machinsky can go climb a tree. He's like a criminal. Let me know if you agree. But yeah, I will update. I'm not like the guy to go to for that stuff. I just felt like touching on it because it's a development to speak of. So yeah.